On December 29, 1972, Eastern Airlines Flight 401 departed New York, destined for Miami. It was a routine flight full of holiday travelers eager to reach their destination. As the plane approached Miami International Airport, tragedy struck. The crew, preoccupied with a malfunctioning landing gear indicator, failed to notice their gradual descent. Flight 401 crashed into the desolate Florida Everglades, claiming the lives of 101 souls on board. The crash sent shockwaves through the nation. It was a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the unforgiving nature of aviation accidents. Rescue teams worked tirelessly in the treacherous swamp, recovering bodies and wreckage. The investigation into the crash would reveal a series of errors, both human and mechanical, that contributed to the disaster. Yet the story of Flight 401 did not end with the crash. The eerie tales began at Eastern Airlines maintenance hangar. Mechanics and technicians reported seeing unfamiliar figures moving amidst the planes. Tools went missing, only to reappear in impossible locations. Strange noises echoed through the cavernous space, whispers of voices long silenced by the Everglades crash. At first, these incidents were brushed aside. Stress, fatigue, and the weight of the tragedy were easy explanations. But the incidents persisted. Some mechanics claimed to have seen parts from Flight 401 inexplicably move on their own. Others heard the disembodied voices of Captain Bob Loft and Second Officer Don Repo, two of the crash victims, issuing warnings or discussing technical details of the ill-fated flight. The hangar, once a place of bustling activity, took on an unsettling atmosphere. A palpable sense of dread settled over the workers, a fear that something was deeply, terribly wrong. The rumors spread like wildfire, jumping from the maintenance hangar to the cabins of other Eastern Airlines flights. Stewardesses whispered of encounters with phantom passengers, their faces etched with the terror of that fateful night. Some refused to fly on planes containing salvage parts from Flight 401, convinced they were cursed. The legend of Flight 401 was growing, fueled by fear and a growing sense that some things cannot be explained by logic or reason. One of the most chilling and well-documented encounters involved Captain Bob Loft himself. A senior captain with Eastern Airlines, Loft was known for his professionalism and calm demeanor. His ghostly return was as unexpected as it was terrifying. On several occasions, Loft's apparition was reported on different Eastern Airlines flights, often occupying the jump seat in the cockpit. Pilots and flight attendants described him as appearing solid and lifelike, dressed in his full captain's uniform. He would engage in conversations about the crash, offering warnings about potential mechanical issues or simply reminiscing about his time in the air. In one particularly unnerving incident, Loft reportedly appeared to a pilot on a flight experiencing technical difficulties. He calmly talked the pilot through a complex procedure, averting a potential disaster. Once the plane was safely on the ground, Loft vanished as quickly as he had appeared. These sightings sent shockwaves through the airline. Pilots, generally a skeptical bunch, were left shaken and bewildered. The airline, desperate to quell the growing panic, dismissed the reports as hallucinations or stress-induced delusions, but the sightings continued, each one adding to the legend of Captain Loft and the haunted legacy of Flight 401. As if the ghost of Captain Loft wasn't unsettling enough, sightings of Second Officer Don Repo soon followed. Repo, a young and promising pilot, had been in the cockpit with Loft during the crash. His spectral appearances were less frequent than Loft's, but no less unnerving. Witnesses described him as appearing distressed, often muttering about the malfunctioning landing gear indicator that had preoccupied the crew in the final moments of Flight 401. Flight attendants reported seeing him in the galley or passenger cabin, his face pale and drawn, his eyes filled with a haunting sadness. In one chilling account, a stewardess claimed that Repo approached her, his hand outstretched as if trying to warn her about something. Before she could react, he vanished into thin air. The sightings of Repo fueled the growing belief that the ghosts of Flight 401 were not merely passive observers, but active entities, desperately trying to communicate with the living. Their motives remained unclear. Were they seeking revenge for their untimely demise, or were they simply trying to prevent another tragedy? The answers, like the ghosts themselves, remained frustratingly elusive. The stories of ghostly encounters on Eastern Airlines flights multiplied. Passengers reported seeing phantom figures in the aisles, hearing disembodied voices, and feeling unexplained cold spots. One woman claimed to have sat next to a man who vanished mid-flight, leaving behind only a faint smell of jet fuel. A group of passengers swore they saw Captain Loft assisting the flight attendants, his face a mask of melancholy. These first-hand accounts, often delivered with a chilling conviction, sent shivers down the spines of even the most skeptical listeners. The sheer volume and consistency of the stories made it increasingly difficult to dismiss them as mere coincidence or mass hysteria. Something truly strange, something beyond the realm of rational explanation seemed to be occurring. The airline, caught between a growing public relations nightmare and the unsettling possibility that the rumors were true, found itself in an impossible situation. Denying the reports only fueled the speculation. Acknowledging them would confirm the public's worst fears and potentially ground their entire fleet. The legend of Flight 401, it seemed, had taken on a life of its own. The National Transportation Safety Board, tasked with investigating the crash of Flight 401, found themselves drawn into the paranormal fray. While their official report focused on the technical and human errors that led to the disaster, investigators couldn't ignore the persistent rumors of ghostly activity. Some investigators, initially dismissive of the stories, found themselves questioning their own skepticism after interviewing witnesses. The evidence, while largely anecdotal, was compelling in its sheer volume and consistency. The investigators, bound by their commitment to scientific analysis, were unable to offer a definitive explanation for the paranormal phenomena. The official report remained silent on the matter of ghosts, but the whispers continued to circulate, both within the airline industry and among the general public. The investigation, while unable to solve the mystery of the Flight 401 ghosts, did lead to significant improvements in aviation safety. The tragedy highlighted the importance of cockpit communication, crew resource management, and the need for clear procedures during emergencies. The legacy of Flight 401, while forever intertwined with the paranormal, also served as a catalyst for crucial changes that would make air travel safer for generations to come. The story of Flight 401 refused to be forgotten. It became a cultural phenomenon, inspiring books, movies, and countless articles and documentaries. The tale resonated with people on a primal level, tapping into our deepest fears of death, the unknown, and the thin veil that separates our world from the next. Some found the story terrifying, a chilling reminder of the fragility of life and the possibility that our consciousness might linger after death, seeking resolution or revenge. Others were drawn to the mystery, fascinated by the possibility that something beyond our understanding might exist, that death might not be the end. The legend of Flight 401 continues to captivate and terrify. It serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of vigilance, the unforgiving nature of mistakes, and the enduring power of the human spirit, even in the face of unimaginable tragedy. It is a story that will likely never have a definitive ending, leaving us to grapple with the unsettling possibility that some mysteries are destined to remain unsolved. Beyond the realm of the paranormal, the crash of Flight 401 had a profound and lasting impact on the aviation industry. The tragedy served as a wake-up call, highlighting the critical importance of cockpit resource management and the need for clear communication and coordination among flight crews. The investigation revealed that the crew's preoccupation with the malfunctioning landing gear indicator, coupled with a lack of situational awareness, had contributed to the crash. In response, airlines implemented new training programs emphasizing the importance of maintaining awareness of all flight parameters, even during emergencies. The Flight 401 disaster also led to the development and widespread adoption of ground proximity warning systems. These systems, designed to alert pilots of an impending collision with the ground, have been instrumental in preventing countless accidents and saving countless lives. The legacy of Flight 401, while forever entwined with the paranormal, also includes a tangible and enduring contribution to the safety of air travel. The story of Eastern Airlines Flight 401 is a complex tapestry woven from tragedy, mystery, and the enduring human need to find meaning in the face of the unknown. The crash itself was a horrific event, a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the unforgiving nature of mistakes. Yet, it was the eerie aftermath, the persistent rumors of ghostly encounters, that transformed the tragedy into legend. Whether one chooses to believe in the paranormal or not, The sheer volume and consistency of the Flight 401 ghost stories are impossible to ignore. They offer a haunting glimpse into the human psyche, our capacity for both fear and wonder, and our enduring fascination with the mysteries that lie beyond the veil of death. The story of Flight 401 continues to resonate today, a testament to the enduring power of mystery and the human need to find meaning in the face of the unknown. It serves as a reminder that some questions may never have definitive answers, and that some stories are destined to be passed down through generations, their truth forever shrouded in speculation and wonder.